looking for a little bit more. He's going to run out of bullets though, but he's bought a lot of time. 17 seconds, making nothing. They've not invested into this round at all, saving purely for the buy round. Vilu doesn't have the best position for a Marshall, but I've said that before, and he still managed to get a couple, and then Grabinho.
The weaponry disadvantage plays a role. The Bulldogs
30 seconds.
up against the Vandals that are in play on the other side, and they're cutting through them with ease, it seems. The decoy used, but not to great effect. Damage done onto Mini at least. And with
Off angle here, could be a nasty surprise. Not quite connecting the shot though.
there's an opening duel for Click on the attack. Nice to see. Zipban with the trade push from Click. It's a risk up against pistols.
Opening kill.
But it's an opening pick, exactly.
Clean as
Playing
well.
for the stats. Mini's got him held in here. Grabinho eventually falls, and a big play towards the spawn. The rifle on Filu, though, the one that you've got to watch out for. Solkas pops the head of Click.
Called it.
Way into Filu. It's Click running through an orb. I think he was vulnerable too. Still finds himself the pick. It is answered back on. See the wrap back to B if there was a bit more time on the clock, but now 20 seconds as steps are heard in heaven. This is clearly an A committal. Boots on the ground, ready and waiting for the play to come through. It's Grabinho and Flya. Grabinho under pressure again, but look at the Solkas, the challenge on his hands, and he delivers! Steps up to the plate for a double. Chance now for a little bit more with the reposition of Filu. The operator, though, two players swinging him quickly. No, in fact, they're separated, and the gate crash to just get out of it. But it's time to take space for Gentlemates. But look at Solkas, he's crept his way through. Somehow doesn't connect the kill. Zipban survives, and Mini punishes before it gets out of hand. The re-peek from Shados. It is
Let's go for 3.
1v1 battle. Paranoia is good. No way out for Click. He's caught, but Kata swings through. Almost catches Grabinho through the smoke. That's a good return. Numbers back to equal footing, but Filu with the op. He's got a good position. He's got cover from Grabinho as well, and the ult's going to be used just to spot out these final plays.
A kill on each extremity. That's the duelist you want. The quick switch-ups. And what, the TP? Oh, got worried for a second, but this time
damage, but he got there ahead of the Paranoia. The players keen to take that fight, but look at the flank. Finally coming through. They forgot about him, and they certainly shouldn't have. Fly seems to be another thing entirely.
No
Filu at least able to shut him down. The flash well placed, but Click right on his case. Return by Flya though. And
here, he's now got a rifle as well. He was the weaker weaponry, and it's a chance for Kata. He comes out.
The player's going to be quick to run to his aid. And that leads to another isolated duel with the plant now coming in. That's going to put him in a box. And he knows exactly where Shados is.
It slowed them down.
It slowed them down and got rid of the pit as well. That's something to write home about. Nice re-peek from Kamek. He's got 3.
Okay.
He's got 4, in fact. And I think Mini's going to steal. Koi thought they were safe to take that fight, to TP deep into sight. Not only was Kamek there, but the ult left that little gap for the run-through coming in from Zipban. Now they've shut down a few players. And good space taken by the attackers, but where do they take it in the end? Where do they head towards? Because there's re-aggression from Kamek, and he's catching them coming back out of heaven. Look, smoke the Kata put down. They know that's going to be more passively held. They need space elsewhere. And that's a lot of damage done. Actually, Fly a little more healthy than I expected.
Yeah.
That pick could still be used. Kata, though, is on him. Looking for one and only finding it. Zip.
Eventually, we'll see the salvos go through, try and force them into awkward positions and just fully flooding back in towards the site. The battles, at least initially, are going the way of Koi and
by. And it's one that they will feel the damage as it's done. Kata ripping Solkas out of the round, and that's a
30 seconds.
Kata still the furthest forward, but they need to get this extra space into the site. Mini's done well, and now Solkas almost has to just fade away, not to give away an extra pick.
Still a fantastic early setup, even equalizing those numbers, but the aggression of Shados. And Tom, again, there's no one with them, but they're trying to run the clock down because Salvos can now stop that plant again. 7 seconds.
Hopefully find a blinded player, but they were not blind. Come on. Unless we're going to see some more Sheriff magic, I think this should be a... Escaping for Solkas not going to be easy, but he's going to the corner. Not really anybody to actually capitalize off the back of the kills. The Viper screen has saved them, and these ults are just not going particularly well. The only thing is they are buying a hefty amount of time. That clock's starting to...
Ults with barely breaking a sweat. We see them peak together, and that's just another example of what was missing before, even at the end. Solkas and Shados taking all...
It just wastes a ridiculous amount of time for this attack side. Kamek though, Mini, they both fight aggressively. It's going to be left all onto Grabinho. A second round looking likely, and it will be converted. Like, that dink was almost in the open, but it doesn't seem to matter. Lockdown available, but where to use it? Oh, irrelevant. As already Shados has hit the deck, and Kamek, well, that's back. This time alone could be enough to close out the round. They're trying to get in their face. They're trying to get in front. As Kana has come from behind about 3. He's doing absolutely everything.
Securing the spike. Snakebite was sent deep as well, buying them that little bit more time, but the wrap around the left is causing issues. Bladestorm looking to dive in and pick up that Viper, drop the pit, but Viper's further back. They'll have to get through a Mini and Zipan first. The gap watched on the left, Zipan. I think anything short of that, and we would have questions. I mean, the real question, though, is, Mini, you're fragging IGL, no utility to work off of. Can he shut this push down? And he's done well to find the first and get out scot-free. Little ahead of the curve on that swing. He gets punished for it, but now a big trade out should come through. It's Filu with a double and a 3v2 on the back of it. Snakebite sent in. Zipan tanking it to get it to half, but they go 1, buying that little bit more time. The stun catching him just about, and Zipan's gonna get it to half. But he's gonna try to stick it all the way. It's a big... There's been no overreaction from Gentlemates.
The attack decided to pause. Mini will get
walkabouts. 5... Oh! They expected it somehow? Okay, 14 seconds and the plant's gonna come through. No way to deny that. It's nice and safe.
He still wins just a straight 1v1. I think that was the one pistol player, but even still. And now you got the crossfire. Kamek with another.
It's going to be an aggressive peek from Shados. He knew that Zipan was there, and that Click was there too. But they're not able to convert the picks, leaving Solkas all alone. So he's got the perfect utility for this play. Salvos to buy a little bit of time, but he wants a pick as they cross. They might not need that Rolling Thunder. In fact, it won't be available because Kamek's lost his head. But as said, everything else is going right. It's going their way. Flya struggling, and he won't land those shots. Grabinho has to pick up all the pieces, and a damn good try of it. The Gentlemates get there and dash in past the molly, but now able to convert on 1. Players in main. He's turned his back, but he swings back in just in time. Ult gonna be sent through deep. Flya suspected in the corner, but best clicks op will still be in play. And Mini is running around causing havoc with a Vandal. He's even going
in towards the tower, although info is definitely there. All 5 players rotating through the spawn, and they just cannot get past this operator. Click has been a menace in this map. He's had some rough up. Seems like the pace is going to be picked up.
Fire.
I can only assume that the ult is coming. It doesn't matter. It's Click again. This guy really doesn't feel like he's been missing. He'll be able to bypass the ult. In fact, his teammate will as well. Flya.
Follow up from the pistol. You said it before, Tom. It's always been 2 players left alive for Movistar Koi. A little miss from Click. He's slow to follow up, and Grabinho's picking them apart. Much healthier looking round. Right? Maybe somewhere else. Having rotated to A, just left the cam behind, but now they've realized their mistake. And it's Click in a 1v4.
This is a nasty position. I just can't buy 3 for it. The IGL finally adding the fragging as well. 4 for him. Kada, last man.
Help him out. Solkas ends up going down. Nade and a salvo good as Kada falls and numbers thinning. Gentlemates being left in the dust. Rolling Thunder put through, but Mini doesn't want to swing. He's 45 HP, waits for them, but Flya ducks under his shot. And the plant, the reposition.
Click wanting to get all the way towards their spawn. And he hasn't checked the corner. He's not cleared it properly. Luckily, the trade is almost immediate. But as they look to go even further forward, it's another drop. The salvos will do a little bit of extra chip damage.
There.
You do have to be careful. Salvos forcing them out. Another fight taken, but then the swing comes in from behind. Solkas alongside Zipan as well. And it actually would connect, but you can see the adjustment. No, I really like this. Movistar Koi saw that ultimate come online and then immediately moved. Click has now gone down. He has been struggling in this second half after a stellar first half. And Kada trying to fill in the gap. Let him in. Let him in. He's